Hey, so it's Vanessa, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different than what I've been doing on my channel, which has been covers. I'm actually gonna do a TV rant, which is actually what I say in my description, like ooh la la, a cute channel about covers and TV rants, and this one's about Teen Wolf, so I'm pretty sure it has to be fantastic because Teen Wolf is amazing. So yeah, I was on Tumblr the other day and I noticed there was an article going around that's getting a lot of attention about too much PR for Teen Wolf, which I completely agree with. But what happened was the author Jamie, she actually got messaged by like a lot of people, and I think there was also something happening with the fact that actual Teen Wolf PR wanted her to take the article down, which was really crazy because it wasn't anything like really offending to the show. It was just saying like the advertising for it and the media team is just out of control with this stuff, which is so true. Like there's so many points that I agree with when reading this that it's crazy. I'll link it down below, and hopefully Google hasn't erased it by the time you get to see it. So yeah, yeah, I'll start with it. So first, the article talks about how there's too much press for some things in the show, or like too little in some other places. I totally agree because like when the first like kind of broadcasting thing for Teen Wolf came out for this current season, it was Malia, 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 and that's even what the article says. It's just blowing her out of proportion, which is crazy, telling you you're gonna love her. She's one of the best characters. And yes, for like a new main character, of course they're gonna need a lot of like airtime and like, you know, getting their name out there. But like the one thing that's happening is that it's telling us to love her. It's telling us you're you're gonna love her no matter what your actual opinion is, you're gonna love her. And she's just a phenomenal character. And it's like, really? Don't tell us, show us. Don't tell me to love her, make me love her. Which, with all the publicity that it's getting, makes you kind of not want to because you're like, she's so overrated now. Which may offend some people if you're like a Malia lover. That's cool, and there's nothing like wrong with that. It's just that, she was blasted so hard, and then you look at it like the time that Kira came in was the time of Allison's death, and Kira didn't get a lot of like blasting up because, you know, Allison died, and that was a really huge thing, which I agree was huge. But I mean, Kira could have got some of the shared time that Malia was getting, but Malia was just, she was put out there. She was immediately introduced to the show and hooking up with Styles, and that was just crazy. Bam, bam, whoa, Peter's daughter thing, and it's just like, okay, well, what about anyone else? And I know each character's having their own kind of like intro as they're getting like worked into the season, but like, it just wasn't feeling it, and that's one of the things that Jamie talks about in the article. So that's a really interesting aspect. I like it. Another part of the article I find interesting is under the subtitle, your fans are not stupid, because we're not. We're really not. We notice everything, like the plot holes, like where's Danny and what's going on with Isaac are two huge questions that people want to know and have answered. But, you know, you ask them and we get told to move on. Like that fans should just move on and continue watching the show without knowing. And it's hard because sometimes like you don't want to move on. You kind of want to know. Like people are really attached to those characters, those two specifically. Like obviously there's more to be attached to, but like those two are really significant characters in some people's minds, and just not having an answer is kind of unsettling for some people, and it's not really fair because there should at least be some sort of answer, whether it's talked about or, just thoroughly discussed within the show or something like that would be cool, but can't have that happen. Just doesn't happen. And it's annoying as well because like there's like huge gaps of like things that just make you want to like ooh, question really, what the show, what's happening in the show, right? But nothing we can do because once again we won't get answers. It's annoying and just it's not stupid. The fans are not stupid. It's just a stupid thing that no one wants to deal with. No one working for the show just wants to deal with it, and no one answering any questions ever wants to deal with it, and it's really relating to the last thing about like plot holes and everything is another thing, like about like gaps within the show. Like, did I miss an episode or something? Because like the 2 month gap that happened within like the last season and this season was kind of awkward because like when we come back we're suddenly forced to believe that Styles and Malia are some sort of like super power couple, which is so annoying to me. Like, you wouldn't even know because we didn't get to see anything that happens. Like, we just come back and we're told they're this power couple, they're amazing, don't question it. And it's like, once again, show us, don't tell us. I would love to at least see like a montage of their relationship of why they're so amazing. So Jamie, when she interviews Shelly, she's told that Malia does not get along with girls, according to Shelly, because she's physical and aggressive, and that's because, you know, kind of implying girls aren't, which is not true. Girls can be aggressive, girls can be physical. It's kind of like saying if you're a girl and you like sports and you don't like pink lipstick and all that kind of thing, then, you're the odd one out. You're not a proper girl, which is really messed up and not something you should be saying. That's why it's under the category think before you speak, because it's true. Shelley should have really thought before she said that. Like, it's not right to say. I don't know if it was her intention to like mean that, but once again, it's public representation that's just like not something you really want for the show, is it? And then another thing is like Shelley also mentions that like Malia shows affection towards Styles by punching him. That's not affection. It's romanticizing an abusive relationship. And now, people think, these are love punches or whatever, but like with the physical and aggressive attitude that Malia has, like these punches are probably not like, and the way that Shelley mentions them, they're not little punches either. They're like punches kind of saying like, I don't even know what they're saying, because punches do not say I love you at all. And they never will, and it's just like it's the wording again. Think before you speak. Like, could have worded it way better. Kind of not mention that aspect of it because it's a little weird. Another one of the subtitles in the article is "Stop hyping up stuff that doesn't happen," which is really true, because apparently there was supposed to be this whole girl power thing, and it was really blown up by the media for Teen Wolf, saying like it's gonna be a girl empowerment season, and it's like the girls are gonna be the heroes, and it's just gonna be like kind of a different twist than like regular seasons and everything. I haven't seen it. I mean, I know the girls are doing a lot of like helping with stuff. Like Kira, worked that sword. Malia, I don't even know. You're just on your own self journey now. And Lydia, she's actually doing a great job. I actually think she's doing amazing. But like, it's not really like, the girls are going in and being the ones that are just bam, hyping up the powerful stuff. It's the same. Don't add a twist saying that the girls are going to be the heroes just to get more publicity and then not do it, because once again, fans are going to notice. Like, I don't understand how this helps people. I don't know. This whole article is about like the huge problems, and I keep saying it's a huge problem, but like really, these are the points that I picked out of the article that are really true. Um, like I'm saying, you gotta read the article because it just has so many things that make you realize, whoa, what should I be looking more into the show? Like, what should I be you know, trying to get a rise out of the show for. And that's what kind of intrigued me and made me want to make this video, because honestly, all the points that are there are just either true or like true from another aspect. You may not agree with them, but there's no saying that they're not there and that they don't exist. So in the end, my final conclusion is that the press isn't helpful for a fan or a wannabe fan. Honestly, watch a show and go from there, because the press misleads you, misguides you, brainwashes you to think things, doesn't help you out. It's not there for you. The only people there for you are the fandom itself and the show. Because even the actors, they get told what they can or cannot say, you know, like, they just have, it's a twisted system. But yeah, that's just a final conclusion, and honestly, I agree with it. I agree with all of it. I'm not saying like, oh, like there's too much to critique, don't watch the show. I'm just saying those are some of the problems with it, and you need to realize it. And just because you criticize a show for something that it's doing wrong does not mean you don't love the show, because I love the show and no one can tell me that I don't. I'm like, ugh, all the way in it. So yeah, and I'm a diehard fan. I would advertise it to anyone, anywhere, at any time. I can go on for hours about like the show itself and oh my god, what happened, and this and this and this, and Peter's evil, and blah 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 blah. And, like, I could just, oh, I could, but it doesn't mean I don't know that there's things wrong, and I'm not gonna look over them and be blind to them, because I think if you're a true fan, you kind of see that there's issues with it, but like the reason you're a fan, because you keep watching it anyways, because you're like, no matter about those things, I still love it, and I still do. So yeah, that's my little rant about this article. Please, 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 please read it. Please, before you get before it disappears, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, just blah blah blah. I'm like rambling here now. So yeah, get the chance and check that out, and you know, comment, like, subscribe. I actually want to know your opinions on this stuff. Like, if you read it and then like comment your opinion here on the bottom, or like if you watch this and you want to like rebuttal me, yeah, comment. And yeah, alright, thanks for watching.